And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at a classic game, Battleball game, the future of football. Although, now this is the past. So this came out a decade ago, and it is a game about futuristic football. Now that's not a new thing. There's a lot of futuristic football games. Blood Bowl is probably the most famous of them from Games Workshop. But this is a really simple one, sold in the mass market, and it's in the Dice Tower library. Why? Let me show you how it plays. So you have this huge board here, a football field. Both teams are going to set up behind their 20-yard line. And then you put the ball here in the middle. You take turns, one player goes. Now on your turn, you pick a player to move. So let's say I want to move this green player. I roll the green 12-sided die. I roll a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm next to the ball. I'm going to pick the ball and put it on my character. Woo! Now the opponent's going to move. They're like, you know what? We're going to move that big guy in the middle. He rolls 2 yellow dice. If he rolls doubles, though, he'd have a problem. He picks which one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's coming for you, green. Now, green doesn't know what he wants to do, so he's going to run up a black person. So the black bottom only moves 1. Not very handy there. So the yellow player is going to go again. Come on, give me another 6. A 3. 1, 2, 3. Green's going to try to run around him. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The single yellow is now going to try to tackle him. Rolls a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, whenever you end your turn next to another player, you're both going to roll a die, and the lower roll is going to win. 3 beats a 10, and see, the people with the 6-sided dice, they're harder to move, but man, he tackles him. Boom! This guy's out of the round, and the yellow steals the ball. And now, where that green player was, we're going to put a carnage token. Nobody can move in there. That's it, basically, folks. You're going to, on your turn, you're moving. So the fastest players are your red players. They're rolling that 20-sided die. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They can move pretty fast, but they're also terrible when it comes to tackling. This guy's the best. He rolls 2 6-sided dice and chooses which one, but then again, if he rolls doubles, he's not going to move. If when you're tackling somebody, and you roll the dice and you roll a 1, you seriously injure them. See, after a touchdown scored, everyone comes back in the game. But seriously injured, we're throwing you back in the box. You're out that round. First team to 2 touchdowns win. There is the quote-unquote advanced rules where you can also throw the football to somebody else. You throw it to the receiver and you roll the 2 dice, the football on this die. Don't roll doubles. Doubles are always fumbles. You can also hand a ball off. You both roll the dice. As long as it's not doubles, you're fine. And then the distance needs to be this far, or else you've missed and the ball just lands there and people pick it up and run with it. That's the game. After a touchdown, you reset the board, or if for some reason someone's surrounded by carnage tokens and can't move, you'll reset the board. But you're just going back and forth, rolling dice and tackling people. So all the miniatures come pre-painted. I mean, they're not like amazing paint jobs, but they're better than I could paint. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, they all are different models, so you can see them here. And one thing I really like about this game is I never have to think twice about anything. I just look at the color of the base. That's it. Blue, black, yellow, grab the right color die. It's very simple. The dice are fine quality. You have these things here on the side of the board to keep track of stuff. You have some team rules here that give you special abilities. When Stalwart the Forge tackles, he may tackle everyone next to him. By the way, I didn't mention a rule that if you move next to somebody, you can, if someone else, let's say these 2 are next to each other here, I could have this person tackle. I can have anybody tackle after you move with just one person. The game also comes with this Battleball game, Future of Football, that you can stick in the side of the box and put up next to your game. But I have to tell you, folks, for a very inexpensive game that was in mass market, I'm pretty happy with the quality of this one. This game is such a simple game. I mean, you're just rolling dice and fighting. And yes, it's random. The 20-sided die can roll a 1, and against a big giant guy who rolls double 2s, and he gets taken out of the game. But that's what makes the game fun. There's no major strategy to this. You just say, this guy moves fast, I'll get the ball. And always play with the advanced rules about throwing the football. But this is in the library because, first of all, it looks pretty good. The miniatures pre-painted, they can stand, a pretty decent beating. They're just plastic miniatures. They came out very close to the same time Heroescape came out. So you have these miniatures. I'm always surprised they didn't make like a crossover expansion between the two of them. But anyway, you have these miniatures. You're running around the board. You're rolling dice. You're cheering and laughing, and it's over really fast. This is the ultimate parent-child type game. Like, yeah, we're playing Battleball. And you don't care. Even I always am amused by the fact that when you tackle somebody, they're out of the round. But if you get a 1, they're out of the game. It's like, oh no. Because out of the game isn't that big of a deal, since out of a round means they come in after the next touchdown, but there's only a game to 2 touchdowns. So it's pretty quick and pretty fast. It doesn't take a lot to figure out what to do. There's no rules overhead. The strongest rules are the how to throw the football. Or maybe if you're using special abilities on this stuff. I really like this. I know that online you can find different ways that people have just, added different things to make this more complex. It doesn't need any of that. It's great straight out the box. Oftentimes reviewers are accused, I've seen this online, where they say, this game is just pure unbridled fun. And then there's like, well, you need to quantify fun and all. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. Y'all know what I'm talking about when we stand up and roll dice and cheer, and it's that entertaining fun that it is not as good of a game as classics that are out there. It's not as deep as an economic strategy game. It's not even as complex and maybe as fulfilling as Blood Bowl and other games of its ilk. But for a game I can just slap on a table, have set up in 5 minutes, don't care if the cat knocks over the pieces, you shouldn't own a cat anyway, or my kid knocks over the pieces and we throw the football around and just have a blast. This is that game. This is the kind of game that my grandkids are going to go, wow, why don't they make games like this today? And I'm going to say, well, they do. But back when I was a kid, you could buy this at Toys R Us. Let me explain to you what Toys R Us was. Fantastic fun. It is a bygone game already, in a sense. When I play it, I already feel nostalgic, but it's a lot of fun. And I mention this because you probably will run across this maybe at a thrift store or at a garage sale or even online for a fairly inexpensive price. Get it. It's worth it. I'm Tom Vasel. You've been watching the Dice Tower. Dice Tower Judgment approved.